give me a hard time when I'm serving you and your friends. Okay. Years ago, I worked at a busy, corporate sit-down burger restaurant. One day I'm hustling through the lunch rush and I have 6 college guys sit down. One guy flags me over and loudly pronounces that they're ready to order right away. What are you guys having? I ask. Guys, the same guy says with a smirk on his face. Guys. That doesn't sound like a very professional greeting to me. I work at a restaurant too, and if I walked up to a table and asked what are you guys having, my manager would definitely let me know that was inappropriate. The other guys at the table look kind of uncomfortable at this exchange, and just silently sit there. The main guy looks around at all of them and keeps going. Why don't you come up to us again and do it right? At this point I'm looking around at my massive section of tables and getting the distinct feeling I'm going to be at this table forever. I'm trying not to lose my cool, so I smile. Sure, I say. I take several steps back and walk up again. Gentlemen, how you all doing? Ready to order? The main guy smirks and nods. I look directly at him. How about you, Chief? What are you having today? Some of the other guys laugh. He looks angrily at me but orders his burger and a drink. I get everyone's order and hustle off. I return with drinks a little while later. I set everyone's drinks down and do the main guy last. Here you go, boss. I leave before he can say anything. Through the course of their meal, I call him a different nickname every time. You need a refill, pal? How's your burger, buddy? Need more ketchup, bro? Can I get that plate out of your way, dude? Any dessert for you, amigo? Need me to split your check, brother? Make sure to leave me one signed copy, muchacho. So, by this time this guy is boiling. His friends are loving it though. As time has gone on, the rest of them keep looking at me expectantly. What nickname next? Finally, they all get up to leave. Lunch rush has ended and I'm chilling at this point. I casually walk up to them. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming in. The rest of the group is smiling. I look at the main guy. And you? You have a fantastic day. Haas. The rest of the guys cheer. They all head out. I grab all their receipts on the table. Surprise, surprise, the main guy left me 0 for a tip. I didn't care. It was all worth it. Now to the comments. He wasn't going to give you a tip anyway. At best it'd be shamefully small in order to feed his own ego. Did the others tip well? OP replied. Yeah, the rest were all good. I was just grateful he didn't monopolize even more of my time and I got through the shift. Yo, if a table asks me to leave, I'm going to go take someone else's order and put it in before I come back. You don't want to order? Fine, I'm sure I have another table who does. The arrogant guy was never a server, he was doing a pissing contest with up for no reason. It also reminds me of managers saying they can do better, even if they just got hired in as manager. I am amazed at the times various managers have corrected me or another employee when they didn't know about the issue or clearly knew that what they were saying was wrong, but they had to provide a better solution. They must stress that in some kind of management course that I never took. One time I made an unscheduled visit to a client I worked with. When I turned the corner to where I could see into his picture window, he was about to cut his wrists with a knife. I went in and talked him down. It took 95 minutes for law enforcement and EMS to arrive. While I was talking him down, he gave me the knife and then, a while later, pulled out another knife that he had hidden under his computer keyboard. He told me he was going to attack the cops so they would shoot him. I got him to give me that knife, too. Once I got out of there, I called my boss and left her a voicemail. It was after hours by then. about the incident and went home. The next day, rather than get nominated for one of the awards my organization gives out, I got scolded. She said I should have left a second voicemail when she didn't call me after the first one so that she would have realized the seriousness of the issue. I had a hard time keeping a straight face. Also, there was no reason to call her at all. The guy was on the psych floor at the hospital. There was nothing urgent for her to know. Telling her at the morning meeting the next day should have been fine by itself. No thanks. What are you guys having? People are such dicks sometimes. His friends should have told him to knock it off. Definitely. I don't know what is stopping some men to tell their friends when their behavior is inappropriate. I think it's easy to tell people off when you are really good friends with them, or you don't know them at all. It gets uncomfortable when it's a slight in between of those two, lol. So that's possible. Add in that most people are non-confrontational, and at that end of the day it wasn't that bad. I can see why they didn't say anything. Obviously, it would have been better if they did, but no one's perfect, and it was clear they didn't agree with it by the story. If you had thrown a comrade in there, his head would have exploded. The main guy smirks and nods. I look directly at him. How about you, Chief? What are you having today? Some of the other guys laugh. He looks angrily at me but orders his burger and a drink. I can hear his ego deflating even from here. I was kinda hoping the MC when he told you to come back and try again, was to go to all your other tables first. Me too. But OP's revenge was even sweeter than I could imagine. I am imagining the Canadian drama of I'm not your pal, buddy. I'm not your buddy, Slim. Replaying over and over at the table. Mixed in with the Spanish dub. I'm not your amigo, hombre. I'm not your hombre, compadre. I'm not your compadre, muchacho. Etc. Or the Pulp Fiction version, I'm not your friend, Palooka. Not all rewards are financial. I don't get it. You would have to be pretty shitty at your job for me to not appreciate what you're doing. A real sit-down meal delivered by someone who's at least acting happy to see me, rather than something plastic I pulled out of the microwave sitting in front of my computer? What's to not like about that? And to screw with the people that are handling your food is just, why would you do that? Right? I was mindful about how great dining out is before the pandemic, now I'm positively giddy. /r/Tales from your server would love this. I work in the same industry is a big red flag. That sounds like some shit that I would do. I don't have any serving stories that are too out there. I did have this one table that I clicked with really well. The height of their meal was after one of the women wanted a loaf of bread that we give for the table to herself instead of a salad or soup and the rest of her group, and I gave her some "Are you sure you'll eat that?" comments, and I later came back with their entrees and she told that she finished the bread. I asked her if she was bragging or trying to impress me, and she played along saying that she was bragging. It was one of those had to be there moments, but it is currently my fondest memory serving. It is currently my fondest memory serving. I like that. I'm pretty shy and don't do well in social situations at all, but on rare occasions I'll have a golden moment being exceptionally, for me, clever, witty, and confident, and I'll remember it forever. I'm a bar manager at a nice seafood restaurant in Ohio. I'd hire you on the spot if you'd told me the story at an interview. I work in a restaurant. You have to talk to your customers this way because I also do it. Proceeds to leave no tip, universally known as the douchiest, Shittiest thing you can do at a restaurant that doesn't involve physically attacking someone, and what's more, leaves no tip for what sounds like very solid service. Make it make sense.